Hey everyone, it's Lex and thanks for clicking on another one of my videos. If it's your first time seeing me, then welcome to my channel. My channel's still fairly new, so definitely subscribe if you guys like this video and check out my other videos. Basically, the format of this video is just going to be me stating some questions and answering them. I thought that would be best to really explain myself rather than just getting up here and talking about my experience postpartum. But these are some questions that I've definitely been asked multiple times, and some that I just thought of that might be interesting. If you guys don't already know, I had a baby 6 months ago on January 19th. So yeah, I've been doing this for 6 months now, this motherhood stuff, and yeah, coming from somebody who did not expect to ever be a mother in their life, I'm just gonna come to you guys and tell you guys my experience, and this is gonna be completely honest. The first question that I get asked very often is, did it hurt? And if you guys don't already know, I had a C-section, but up until they gave me the anesthesia, I was in pain, yes. I don't think that the contractions were as bad as what they would have been if I, like actually started pushing. I mean, I'm sure they weren't, but they did get to a certain point, but I just wasn't dilating like I was supposed to. So yeah, but up until then it was pretty painful. The needle in my back wasn't painful at all. I thought it was going to be very painful. It wasn't. It was called a spinal block, and it literally numbed me from like here down. I felt nothing at all. Like it was just like a warm tingly feeling, and then it was like boom, like I didn't even got legs no more. So after the C-section was the most painful part, because they stitch you up and everything, and then they stitch you from the inside, but they have to make sure that they have like stitched you all up. The procedure that you have to go through to ensure that your stitches are intact and that you're sealed up nicely is super painful. Basically, like, this is like no cap, somebody literally like gets on your stomach, one of the nurses or whatever, and like puts all of their weight on you. This is like right after you have the baby, like literally right after. They just press, put all their weight on you as hard as they can, and make sure like none of your like internal like fluids like ooze out too much. They just want to make sure that the incision is really closed nice and tightly, so they do that. And it's super painful. Afterwards, it's super painful. After a C-section, you don't recover as quickly as if you had a vaginal birth. But getting up is painful, sitting down is painful, like walking around is painful for like the first 3 or 4 days, for me at least. And you have like sharp pains and just like all different types of pain down there for like the next few weeks. Mine probably lasted like 4 weeks. So yeah, C-sections are definitely painful after you have them. During it, you're completely numb, you don't feel anything, but afterwards it's a really painful process, but it does gradually get better. Okay, so next, is having a newborn scary? A lot of people are very terrified by newborns. Like, they don't want to hold them or anything because they're just so small and delicate. They just feel like it's like a scary process, like having to take care of one, and really not once you get that motherly instinct. For me, it wasn't scary at all, and this is really surprising because initially I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna take care of a newborn. I'm not even one of those people that like go up and see a baby and they're like, oh, can I hold her? Like, I don't do that. Like, I might say hi baby, but I don't try to hold them or anything like that. Like, I've never babysat, but surprisingly it came super natural to me. Like, when I had my newborn baby, I didn't have any issues, and it was actually like to the point where my family was like, wow, like Alexa's like doing really good with this baby. Like she's never even babysat or been around like a baby child like that. At nighttime it's a little bit scary because it's like, oh my god, like what if they stop breathing, like what if they get too cold, blah blah blah. Like, keeping them like warm was super scary for me because I had my baby in January and it was like the middle of winter. It was so cold outside. Like, I remember walking out of the hospital with my baby and being like, oh my gosh, because they can't like regulate their temperature like we can. So that was the only really scary part, was just making sure that he was always like a good temperature, and you don't really know because you're not the baby, so you're just like, do I have to put too many blankets on? Like, is he gonna sweat in the night? That's the only thing that's like actually scary. But as far as handling him, that came natural to me. Did you get sleep, or are you getting sleep? Like, is it really like they say, like where you're just like up like tearing your hair out at night? For me, no. For some people, yes, but I had a super easy baby. I was super blessed. He slept through the night and he didn't cry for no reason. They make you watch a video in the hospital talking about the period of purple crying, and purple stands for something, but like literally basically the baby's screaming and crying for no reason, and the parents are like ripping their hair out because they're like, what are we doing wrong? No, like I didn't go through that with Parker at all, and I'm very thankful. He only cried, and still 6 months later he still only cries if, one, he's really sleepy and he needs to sleep, he might fight sleep a little bit and get fussy, or two, he's hungry. So I didn't really lose sleep. When you become a mom, like you get into like this mom mode and you don't even care. Like, you wake up, like you're tired, but you're like ready to go. Like, you're getting the bottle and you're feeding him, and then as soon as he's done, you burp him, you're back to sleep. Like, you really get used to it. Like, your body adapts quickly to having to wake up in the middle of the night and handle him. But now that he's 6 months, it's super easy. Like, he wakes up maybe once in the middle of the night every now and then, and really he just like wants to be like held, or like he wants his bottle, but he's starting to sleep through the night now, so it's really not an issue. I didn't miss much sleep at all. Okay, next, are babies expensive? Yes, especially if you don't have any help from your family. My family and my baby daddy's family have been super helpful. Like, he had like 3 pairs of J's before he was even born. Like, he has been super spoiled, and everybody has been helping out in the best way. So if you have a lot of support from your family, it makes it a lot easier. But yes, babies are super expensive. The reason why babies are so expensive is because they go through everything super quickly. You'll open a pair of wipes in the morning and you'll be out by like the afternoon, and you're just like, wait a minute, what? Where do these wipes go that I literally just bought? Like, you gotta buy things in bulk. Don't even get me started on diapers. They go through diapers like crazy. I bought so many onesies, it's ridiculous. I don't even want to think about how much money I've spent on onesies, but at first I was like ordering from like Spearmint Baby and like H&M Baby and all this stuff, and like, no, it's literally such a waste of money. Like, now when I go to Family Dollar or like Dollar General or any of those places, like, I pick up like 5 onesies and I'm like, all right, these will be good for like the next 3 weeks, literally. So yeah, babies are very expensive. If you have a lot of family support, it makes it a lot easier. Okay, this is one that I have definitely been asked before. People will ask me, how did having the baby change me and my boyfriend's relationship? Well, we definitely are a lot stronger, and honestly, we're very new to this. We're both 21. We both are super new parents, so it is kind of like, it's a new experience for both of us, so we can both get frustrated at times, and then we'll take it out on each other. We do have like a lot of love for each other, and we have a lot of love for the baby, and we want our family to stick together. Like, that's where we both are mentally. We've really pushed to make things work, and we butt heads a lot. We're both Taurus. We're super stubborn. We both always think we're right. Most of the time I'm right though. But yeah, it's not been easy at all, but it definitely hasn't hurt our relationship at all. We just have a lot more challenges than what a normal couple would have, and we're just learning on the way. I didn't grow up with my parents together, and I know a lot of people don't get to, and that's something that I really do want with Parker, and that's mutually, we both really want that. So we try to make things work no matter what. We try to talk things out. Things do get hard. We'll go through rough patches, but at the end of the day, like, we just know that we want our family to stay together. It really hasn't changed our relationship much. We had a lot of love for each other before, and we were only together for like a few months before we found out that we were pregnant. So yeah, it really hasn't changed our relationship much, but we just have more of a will to stay together. We have like a whole nother like level of love for each other, to where it's like, you're like, they're my family. People never stop asking me this question. Never stop asking me this question. Are you breastfeeding, or did you breastfeed? People are so concerned with breastfeeding. I guess it's because of the controversy that's surrounding it, and also people have just realized how much better it is for your baby than like using formula. But yeah, I mean, I tried, just straight up, y'all. I tried to breastfeed. I did for about a month, I'll say. But when I went back to work, after 4 weeks. Like, I just can't. Like, you're literally lactating. You're literally leaking milk in public, bro. Like, you're just like leaking, so you have no choice but to pump. And like, I like to be on the go. Like, I don't want to be like burdened by like my like nipples leaking. He wasn't latching onto my nipples, so that was super hard. I had to pump it into bottles. Basically, I just did it long enough for him to get his weight up, because he was premature. So once he started getting some meat on his bones, and then I was like, okay, I can't even do this anymore. Yeah, I tried to breastfeed, but he's on formula now and he's super healthy. So if you guys are watching this and you're having trouble breastfeeding, or you don't know if you want to breastfeed or not, definitely try it like I did. I was super open-minded when it comes to breastfeeding, but it just got to the point where it was just too hard for me. So don't be afraid to put your baby on formula. Like, I don't know what it was, but that was the #1 question people always ask me. Like, literally right off the bat, are you breastfeeding? You're breastfeeding, right? Like, okay. Alright. Okay, so the next question is, did your body change? Definitely, my body definitely changed. While I was pregnant, oh my gosh, basically when you're pregnant, everything just gets bigger. Everything. Like, my shoe size got bigger, like my feet swelled up. Everything about my body got bigger. Like, your face swells up. I mean, I gained like 50 pounds. So yeah, everything gets bigger. After the baby, my stomach snapped back. I'm very thankful for my stomach snapping back. I didn't get stretch marks. The only thing is that I'm upset about, which really not upset, because I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but my boobs got saggier and a lot bigger, and I just wish that they would be small again, so I can like wear crop tops and like look cute in certain things. Yeah, so that's the only thing. Like, my boobs just got like more stretched out, and I don't think I breastfed long enough for me to say that that was the cause. So I don't really know. I guess it's just from them like getting milk in them and expanding. Okay. Alright, next question. Did your social life change? Yes, definitely. Well, before I was hanging out with people that I used to like literally just like chill and get high with and go to parties and stuff, and I can't do that now. Like, just straight up, I can't do that now. So yeah, like, I don't hang out with those people anymore. It has nothing to do with them, but like, now that I have my baby, I just can't. Like, that's literally all it is. So yeah, my social life did change. I went from having like multiple friends and always somebody to chill with to really just Michael, my boyfriend. And yeah, I really don't try to make new friends. I could try to make mom friends, but like, I really don't. I don't know why. I've been super antisocial after I've had, I don't know why, but I don't do anything. I haven't gone out but like one time for my 21st birthday. It's not like I can't go out. Like, I could have a social life if I wanted to, but I really just, I don't know why I've been putting that on the back burner, which is not okay, because like literally I need to have a social life. But now basically my social life consists of me and my friend Olivia. Like, we'll go out to eat sometimes, or we'll go shopping together, and I always have the baby no matter what. Like, I don't ever leave him at home. So yeah, if anything's baby friendly, like, believe me, I've done it. Okay, so next question is, are you on birth control? Yes. Right after I had a baby, I got on birth control like immediately, and I kind of there's a dog. Okay, yeah, that's my dog, never mind. So I did get on birth control immediately, like at my next checkup appointment, because you know you're super fertile after you have a baby. So I know a lot of these people who have babies and then within like the next year they'll be pregnant again, because you're super fertile after you have a baby. And baby, what? I got the depot shot and most definitely regretted it. It kind of sucks because you need to get on birth control after you're pregnant, but you already have... What is it, baby? You want your bottle? Okay, so anyways, yeah, it kind of sucks that you have to have birth control right after you have a baby if you don't want to have another baby, because your hormones are already all over the place. So just putting like some artificial stuff up in there, you're just like jacking your whole system up. The depot shot, I think that's like... I think it has a lot of hormones in it. So a lot of people will either like get psycho or like gain a bunch of weight. On average, people gain like about 5 to 7 pounds on the depot shot. Like, no matter who you are, even if you're one of those people who have a fast metabolism, you gain weight. And that definitely happened to me. I was in the gym. I was trying to drop some of my baby weight, and I literally could not get rid of the stomach fat that I was trying to get rid of. So I was eating like salads every day and doing fasting and just so many different things to try to lose the baby weight. I was doing cardio, and it was just super hard to get it off. And now I've been off of the depot shot for over a month now. Literally, I eat whatever I want, and I don't go to the gym as often, and I'm like the skinniest I have been. So alright, y'all, sorry, so my camera just died on me. If you see a difference in quality, it's because I'm on my cell phone now. My cell phone. Who has cell phone anymore? That brings us to our last question, which is it easier or harder than what you thought? And for me, I don't know, I was gonna say easier, but really what it is that things that I thought were gonna be hard are actually easier than what I thought, and things that I thought would be easier are actually harder than I thought. Everybody's super scared of changing dirty diapers, like right off the bat. Nobody wants to change a poop diaper. I don't care about changing poop diapers at all, honestly. Like, it doesn't bother me at all. That's the least of my worries right now. Things that have been harder than what I expected, carrying him around. Babies are heavy. I didn't know that. At first, they're like 5 pounds, but they get heavy quick. They can't walk, so you have no choice but to, one, carry them in a car seat around, or just carry them in your arms. Parker's 21 pounds, and I literally like break my back putting him in the car seat, bending over. Like, I've got to get a mom car. Like, I've got to get a big car because he kills my back. I did not expect it to be this hard on my back, period. And I was fully prepared to not get any sleep at night, and I've been getting perfectly fine sleep. So it's definitely not easy, but a lot of things that you worry about at first, you look back and you're like, why was I even that worried about that? But basically, you just have to be strong. Like, as a mother, like, you've got to be strong. I mean, being a new mom is hard. It's a lot to learn, but you can do it. I've never had like a point to where I'm like breaking down and I can't like take it anymore. This is just me personally. Like, if you have thoughts like that, postpartum depression, like, that's a real thing. Like, luckily I didn't get that. And it has nothing to do with what kind of mindset you have or what kind of person you are. Like, postpartum depression can happen to anybody. So if you're dealing with that, definitely talk to somebody. You're scared to mess up. You don't want to do anything wrong. That's okay if you make mistakes, because you're new at this. You learn from making mistakes, and anytime you do something new, you're gonna make mistakes. Like, it's inevitable. So don't be too hard on yourself. I don't know why this question just resulted in me giving you guys like a plethora of advice, but basically I'm just reflecting on how I felt at first and just like my feelings that I've been going through, and I just want to like reach out to anybody who might need to hear this. Really is all it is. I can't say that it's easy, and what might be easy to me might be hard to the next person. So, and everybody has different situations in life that they're going through. Some people don't even have to worry about a significant other. They're a single mom, they're doing this all by themselves. They mightn't even have a single lick of help from their family. So I'm really thankful for the experience that I've had these last 6 months. It's been super fun. I've really enjoyed being a mom. Would never thought I would ever say that. I'm the type of person who I was like, no, I'm never having kids. Never wanted to babysit. Like I said, like I never even wanted to like hold babies that I saw in public. Like, babies got on my nerves. At the end of the day, you can do it. That's all I'm gonna say. You can do it. Whoever needs to hear that right now, you can do it. Just stay strong. You can get through this. You'll be fine. Baby, what are you doing? He's like got his foot propped up on one of my thighs. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys are hearing me say this right now, that means that you watched this entire video, and thank you guys so much for doing that. If you did like it, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to me, and comment if you guys have any other questions for me. And I'm gonna say it till I'm blue in the face so the people in the back can hear. Please don't click out of this video without subscribing. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. Say bye, baby. And if you guys haven't seen it already, my very first video is my labor and delivery story. I cannot believe how small he was in that video. He's grown so much. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go, guys, and stop rambling. Bye. Thanks for watching.